Hello and welcome, business owners, concerned citizens, the paranoid, and the admittedly naive. Thank you, as always, for clicking on and listening to this segment of Words of Wisdom with me, your host, Ross Decker, here at Real Cyber. Wichita is in the news again. I always kind of indicate why stories catch my eye, and this one, of course, is catching my eye because we just talked about it a couple days ago. Last time it was with Ascension Health, a hospital system there in Wichita, and now the city of Wichita, the government there has admitted that they've had to shut down a couple critical systems because they've been under ransomware attack. I think the story says since Sunday. Since Sunday, right? So, bravo to the city for kind of getting out ahead of this and taking accountability and admitting that they had a problem. Some of the key takeaways that I gleaned from the story, police and fire departments have had to roll to continuity measures. They are still, as of the writing of the story, are still responding to calls, 911 calls, according to local news. Water systems, which we have other concerns about, based on some things we've talked about and written about before, are safe and unaffected at this time. Again, according to local news. I did not independently verify any of this. I'm basically relying on other agencies that have already reported this stuff. The key takeaway, I think, after talking about this already just a couple days ago, and echoing something that we went over in relation to the United Healthcare breach, right, is these attacks they're not slowing down. They're not going to stop. It's not a comfortable conversation or thought to engage in. I know that, especially for myself, heading into 2024, this is not what I wanted to be focused on for the year. Now, I know that sounds a little odd. This is the world I live in, but I like working in security. I like focusing on keeping things safe and protected, and I like teaching to it, and I like training to it, and I like talking about it. But I'm just like many of you. I mean, I've got a family, and I've got kids, and leaning into purchasing this business, and there's a lot of work just dealing with that, just like all of you, right? The one of the things that I did not predict was that the volume and severity of cyber attacks would just explode this year. And unfortunately, one of the things that is becoming clear is that there's some kind of end game, right? Don't let conspiracy trickle into your mind at all. I wrote a little bit about this in another article, but criminals are people too, right? Everyone out there that is participating in the modern world is a little bit nervous, whether economically, whether socially. There's just not a lot of peace and contentment in the world as far as the feeling goes, and that's impacting things. And I think it's part of what's driving this desperate wave of crime, because they're people too, and they're just doing what they know how to do best, so that they can kind of create a buffer and a comfort zone for themselves. With, unfortunately, as nasty as it is to think about, with cash from these attacks. So just consider that when you are thinking about what to invest in this year. If you're thinking about holding off on a security project that probably needs to be done, look, this is not a sales pitch. This has nothing to do with anything. I just want you all to have information that I think is actually really important, so that you are moving through this year and into the future informed. You should have the latest and most up-to-date information, so that when you make decisions, they are well-rounded and they're based foundationally on things that are going to make that decision the best thing for you your business, and your families. So, as always, harden the target, stay vigilant. Thanks again for clicking and listening. And wherever you're at out there, I hope you're having a fantastic day.